Welcome to the Z Zone, where random facts rule everything from mind-blowing history to science, tech, pop culture, and the stuff you never knew you needed to know. If it's strange, surprising, or straight up unbelievable, it lives right here. Fast facts, big surprises. This is Z Zone, where curiosity never clocks out. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to the Z Zone. I want to say hello to all my returning listeners. I want to say welcome in to all my new listeners. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we get started on tonight's show, I want to address one thing. I do read every comment. I do respond to my comments. And just so you are aware, before I do any show, before I give you any facts, I do research, I do look it up, and I do check and see if it's actual a credible fact. So, with that being said, thank you for the comments, thank you for the likes, thank you for the banter, thank you for questioning, which you're supposed to. But I am fact checking myself before I give you anything. So, now I have 13 very, very interesting facts for you tonight. So let's dive right in to the Z Zone. Fact number one. This one had me very puzzled, but it makes a lot of doggone sense. Why do Ritz crackers have those ridges? Is it a design flaw? Is it a purpose? What is it? Well, the reason for those ridges on the sides of your Ritz crackers, that's the round golden one. Those ridges are designed to cut the cheese so it's looking neat and not all tore apart. So you take your cracker, you roll it across the cheese, and it cuts the line for you. That's what the ridges are for. Who would have thunk it? Okay. Fact number two. This is for all the people out there who has held those red solo cups in their hand. So, what are the ridges on the solo cups made for? Well, it's not just for giving to a little kid saying you get this much drink. It's actually used for the alcohol measurement of your drink. So each one of those lines on a red solo cup is actually used to measure how much alcohol you're supposed to pour in your drink that you're making. Who would have thought that? Fact number three. So, for everybody who's in front of the keyboard, you notice there's two little hash marks, one on the F and one on the H. Why are they there? Well, those hash marks that are on the letter F and H of your keyboard, not H, it's J. I apologize. The letters F and J. That is because that is to help you find the home row of your keyboard without looking. Again, the letters F and the letters J have the ridges so you can find the home row very easily. Okay, here's a little mathematical fact for you. The Harry-Ball theorem. Wait, yes, you heard me correctly. The Harry-Ball theorem. What is that? Well, it is mathematically impossible to comb out all the hair on a fuzzy spear flat without creating at least one toot or as we call it, a cowlick. Yes, you heard me. The hairy bald theorem is because it is mathematically impossible to comb all the hair on the surface of a fuzzy sphere flat without leaving at least one tuft, or we call a cowlick. There you have it, the hairy bald theorem. Here's another one for you. Fact number 5. Gabriel's horn. Wait, is this math or music? Well, Gabriel's horn. This is a geometric figure that has a infinite volume, a finite volume, that is. Not infinite, a finite volume, but an infinite surface area. What's that got to do with anything? A finite volume, an infinite surface area? Well, theoretically speaking, you could fill the inside with a bucket of paint, but you could never paint the entire outside surface. Wait a second. Gabriel's horn, geometric figure, finite volume, infinite surface area. You can fill the inside with a bucket of paint, but you can never paint the entire outside surface. Well, what do you know? If you don't believe me, go get Gabriel's horn and try it and let me know. Fact number 6. Alphabetical order. Yes, alphabetical order. 40 is the only number whose letters are in alphabetical order. Conversely, 1 is the only number whose letters are in reverse alphabetical order. So let's run it again. 40 is the only number that has all its letters in alphabetical order. 1 is the only number whose letters are in reverse alphabetical order. There you have it. Fact number 7. The weird, what does it mean, or what's the name of it? The obelisk. OBELUS. The obelisk. What is that? That's the name for the symbol of division. You got it correct. The name for the division symbol is the obelisk. OBELUS. Okay. Fact number 8. All my friends who play cards, I want you to try this one. Get 3 or 4 of your friends and shuffle a deck 10 times, but make a note of the order they come out in. Why? Listen to this. Every time you shuffle a deck of cards thoroughly, it is a highly likely that that exact order of those cards has never existed before in the history of the universe. Again, if you shuffle the cards very thoroughly, that combination that it comes out in has highly not been put out there before. If you want to try it out, get 3 of your friends, shuffle, write down the order, shuffle again, write the order down again. Do it a few times. Let's see if this actually makes sense. I did it. It does not happen. Fact number 9. Okay, here we go. 6 weeks in factorials. Factorial, 6 weeks. What are you saying, Z? What are you saying? What I'm saying is there are exactly 10 factorial seconds in 6 weeks. That's 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which equals 3,628,800 seconds. 10 factorial seconds in 6 weeks. Well, what the heck is a factorial? Great question. A factorial is a number multiplied by every integer below it that is greater than zero. And why is important? I don't know. It's just a fact that I found that I found interesting that I remembered from back in the day that I'm gonna give to you. Okay? So go figure it out. Why it's important, let me know. Fact number 10. This is a good one. Historically, the purple band. Wait, purple is band? No, it's not band. It's not a band. It's not band. The purple band, BAN. What's the significance of it? The purple? Everybody knows purple is a color of royalty. Well, back in the day, only the emperor and high ranking officials were allowed to wear Tyran purple. Why? Because the dye was made from crushing thousands of tiny mollusks, which means this cloth or this band was worth this weight in gold. Go figure. Here's a couple more historical facts. Fact number 11. The very first strike was not in baseball. It was not doing any kind of protest in 1930s, 20s, or 40s, whatever you want to say. The very first strike happened. When? Well, historians' first recorded labor strike happened in Egypt. Go figure. Why did it happen in Egypt? Well, workers building the royal tombs walked off the job and held a sit-in at a temple. Why would they walk off from building the royal tombs? They was not getting paid their grain rationals. They was hungry. They wanted to eat. Feed us, we work. You don't feed us, we won't work. You had nowhere to be buried at because we're not building them unless we eat. Fact 13. Here we go. The brain was trash. Wait. Our brain? No. Listen, understand what I'm going to say to you. During mummification, the heart was left inside of the body. Why? Because it was also considered the seat of the soul and intelligence. But your brain, hey, if you want to understand this, go ask the Egyptians that mummified their remains, their people, because they would take the brain, throw it in the trash, and leave the heart in place, because to them, the heart was the gateway and the seat of the soul and intelligence, not the brain. Don't ask me. I'm just giving you the facts. Hey. Final and last fact. Fact number 13. A mile of bandage. Just. That's a lot of bandage. It's a lot of bandages. A mile long? Ooh. Well, why? What are we talking about? The mummification process was so intense that the line of bandages used for a single body could stretch for nearly a mile, 1.6 kilometers, if unwrapped. Again, the Egyptians used so much bandaging on the mummification process, it nearly stretched out a mile if you unwrapped it and laid it out. So there you have it. Your facts for the week. Thank you for watching, and tune in next week with more According to Z. Have a good night.